Welcome to Granny Metalhead TV, and thanks for stopping by. It's time for the first edition of Granny's Goat Pins. No, we're not checking out any lame animal enclosures. We're going to be highlighting some of the best songwriters and composers in music history. Some will be highly lauded for their songwriting abilities, while others remain oddly underappreciated for their craft in the industry. Now, some are strictly songwriters and do not perform them, and some only write songs for themselves or for their band. And then there's others that are prolific enough to write for themselves and for other artists and bands. So all you little granny maniacs, gather around for my next batch of ear candy. Tonight, we are checking out Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Don't Do Me Like That. So this was released in 1979 on their third studio album, Damn the Torpedoes. And this was their breakthrough hit, reaching number 10 on the charts from their breakthrough album, which reached number 2 on the charts. And really, the whole album is killer, in spite of, or maybe due to, the fact that they were in a nasty court battle with the record company. Because, see, like a lot of bands, their first contract was pretty crappy, and they wanted out. So when ABC Records was purchased by MCA Records, Tom refused to be passed along like a piece of furniture without his permission and declared the former contract void. Well, the record company didn't think too much of that because they knew he was on his way up because he had other record companies lining up out the door to sign him. And this went on for 2 years. And in the meantime, he was personally bankrolling this recording of Damn the Torpedoes album. And he went bankrupt in the process. And that meant all his former contracts were shredded. So he won. So, Tom doesn't play. Or if he does, he plays hard.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
So the words "Don't Do Me Like That" came from his dad, Earl Petty. And he would often say to Tom, "Don't do me like that, son," when Tom was growing up in Gainesville, Florida, whenever he'd screw up. And in fact, everybody in the band was from Gainesville, and they all grew up together. And in 1974, when Tom was still in a band called Mudcrutch, he wrote this song and made a demo of it. And later, he nearly sold it to the Jay Giles Band because he thought it, had their sound. But then when producer Jimmy Iovine heard that, he asked Tom if he was crazy.
Are you, out of your freaking mind?
And told him to put it on the album, which he did. And so we will never know what it would have sounded like if the Jay Giles Band had recorded it. Personally, I think it would be pretty damn hard to beat this version. In my humble opinion, Tom Petty is one of the most underappreciated songwriters out there. He is the master of the short song, and really, because most of his songs only have 2 verses, but he says a lot in a very few words. And so we really lost a lot when we lost him in 2017. So, rest in peace, Brother Tom. All right, guys, feel it. Don't fight it. Buckle up tight and let's do this thing. Here's Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Don't Do Me Like That for Granny's Goat Pins. Now that's what I grew up listening to and not an auto-tune in sight. And man, if you're not blown away by that, dig the wax out of your ears or grow a tongue so you'll have some taste. That stuff was fire. Love it or hate it? Let me know below. I wish I would have seen him live before he passed. I've seen videos of his live performances and they were pretty awesome. So let me know below if you ever saw him live or where you were when you first heard this song. Maybe this was your first time, or if it has any special meaning to you. I would love to hear about it. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have, and if so, please like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all so you don't miss anything, and share this video with others so that they can learn about all this excellent music. It costs you nothing, and it helps me out a lot. And if there's a song that you want me to play, let me know below. Thanks again for dropping by. Love to my husband, Eric. Love to all you granny maniacs. Granny Metalhead is out.
This segment is now over. I'm sure you're all pleased to hear that. If you line up in the foyer later, we'll try and get you all a glass of Kiora and possibly a sweet or two, all right? But don't bank on it because we're fucking mean around it.